What's going on, everybody? This is KT United. Welcome back. I have another video for you here today. This time I'm going to be going over what maps I believe should be in Modern Warfare Remastered. There's something I do want to touch on first. I cannot stress this enough, but I can only say that the devs are killing the franchise, or the higher ups, or whoever has a hand in the kicker jar is basically killing off the franchise. When Modern Warfare was released, back when, let's see, I want to say it was released while I was in Iraq, but I can't remember. I know I got it while I was over there, and it was one of those games that boom, it got you and held your attention until you finished the game. The multiplayer, that was on point. It was done wonderfully. I had never experienced a game like that until Modern Warfare. Now, I understand that, they had to progress. They had to go through Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops. I get it. I understand you want to progress. You want to show, the community something different. But years ago, back when the community was asking for a remade Modern Warfare, they should have listened. But they're like, no, we'll give you this instead. Oh no, we'll give you this instead. Now they want to give us a remastered Modern Warfare bundled with Infinity Warfare. Now how does that look? Basically, we bought the game already, but you only want to give it to us in a bundle so that we can basically pay for some that we didn't want in the first place. Now I know a lot of us are going to buy it anyway for the remastered Modern Warfare, myself included, obviously, because I said we. But I think that's just a terrible move on the devs' part. Just terrible move on their part. But whatever, what can you do? They're killing off the franchise, and to be honest, I am a Battlefield player, but I see Battlefield being to the point where they actually listen to the community and actually try to work on things, fix things, and give out content that the community is asking for. There's nothing wrong with that. I don't see why Activision and Infinity Ward couldn't either. But whatever, that's beside the point. But let's get back to the maps. Oh, one more thing on that. Modern Warfare, when it released, I know it didn't release with all the maps, and I wish I could actually, find what maps it did release with. I want to say it released with maybe 10 or so. I'm not sure. Maybe I'm completely wrong in that. But what I'm going off of is I do have a list of all the maps that were in the original Modern Warfare. Let's go through them real quick. Ambush, Backlot, Block, Bog, Broadcast, Chinatown, Countdown, Crash, Creek, Crossfire, District, Downpour, Kill House, Overgrown, Pipeline, Shipment, Showdown, Strike, Vacant, and Wetwork. You mean to tell me out of those 21 maps, we're only getting 10 of them? So basically, they are on that money train right there. They're just going to release them as DLC down the road and have you pay for the rest of the maps, if they're even included. Which I think they should have been included from the get-go, because this would be the second time we bought this game. Like I said, I don't mind paying for the game. But at least give us what we want. There's no harm in that. But with that out of the way, now I can go over the maps that I think should be included. Oh, by the way, the video I'm about to show you, this is basically, it's another YouTuber. Let's see, TheCanadianSoldier. And of course, I just took his fly-through from his videos, and I'm just talking through them, just as I can't do it on my laptop because it's not a gaming laptop, and it can't quite. Just take my word for it, you don't want to see it. Alright. So, first off, we're going to go ahead and go over the ones that are confirmed. So far, the ones that have been confirmed are Backlot, Crash, Crossfire, Bog, and Overgrown. And for good reasons. Those definitely would have been on my 5 to include. But Backlot, Backlot is like a staple of the series, or basically the staple of multiplayer right there. Just from the vertical, I guess the vertical firefights to the ground. I mean, it really put a spin on, hey, look up, look down, look left, and look right. Now, going over the bog here, I mean, there was areas for people to snipe with, there was close quarters buildings, and of course it usually became a battle over the buildings. And then of course, I'm wondering also if you get the night vision goggles, that didn't really help you out any because you had enough light to see. From there we're going over to Crash, one of my most favorite multiplayer maps of all time. Generally just due to the fact of there's so many areas to come from, so many areas to get shot from. You have to be aware of what you're around, when you're around everything. It is ridiculous. But, and going inside the helicopter is basically mass suicide. From there, we're going ahead and going over to Crossfire. It's one of those, it's a pretty straightforward map, you know, it's a lot of urban warfare going on, and that's generally one of the things I really liked about it. Of course, there's that one building down at the end that you just saw, where, you know, snipers would usually sit and camp out and just bop, 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 and rack up kill streaks. Now next we got Overgrown. There is no need for me to say anything about this map because it was done so wonderfully. Like, when I watch videos of people still playing it today, I'm seeing them play on Overgrown. Overgrown and Crash and Backlot. Those are the three that I've seen them play on so far. Now, we're going to get into the list of the ones that I think should also be included with those 5. Obviously, Block being one of them. It's one of those maps where, of course, there's like a big square on the outside, and then you got the buildings in the middle that you can go in. And of course, it became a fight for those buildings as well. And then, you know, you run through that center square, that was it. You were done. Unless you were pretty good at just, you know, going prone and getting up and sprinting, going prone, getting up and sprinting, or you had Juggernaut on. Let's see, we're going ahead and going to Countdown. There are extremely good amount of firefights on Countdown. And of course, this presents a, hey, you need to watch your step or you will instantly die. And I don't think other maps in the Modern Warfare series actually had that for Modern Warfare 1. But I've always had good firefights on there, from the outside to getting in the middle. It's crazy. Now we're going to go with Pipeline. Pipeline, I could say, probably should be further a little bit down the list, but it's still a great map overall. You do have your areas for all of the snipers or the long rangers, but then you also have your close quarter buildings down there for people who like to get in front of other people. I mean, it's a generally dull looking map sort of, but I mean, that's part of it. If you were standing in that particular area, that's what you would more than likely see. Now we're going over to Shipment. Oh, if they release it without Shipment, oh my God, there is no way they can release it without Shipment. Shipment basically, like, seriously, I'm so excited that there's nothing I can say about that map other than it was fast, it was ferocious, you could rack up kills like crazy if you were really good, of course, or else you'd get like 2 or 3 and then die. Now we're here at Showdown. Now I really like this map too because there was only a couple of things you could do on the outside, but other than that you had to go in, and you had, when you went in, you had to go upstairs, because I mean, if you weren't upstairs, you were getting smoked by people who were upstairs. Or, you know, it's just one of those things where it was, the action was focused around the center, and that's where everybody went. Alright, now we're here at Strike. To be honest, it's not one of the ones, of course, I put on my list just due to the fact there are already enough urban maps, and this is one of the ones where I don't feel like it's particularly laid out in such a fashion where I enjoy playing it, or I'm not just going to get sniped in the face every 5 seconds, but that's more on me. Now, Vacant was actually a decent map. I just wish, well, you know what? I can't really say anything really bad about Vacant because there are a lot of domination games that I played on that map, and we came away with the win. There was nothing I could say about this. Now, we're over at Wetwork now. This is one map that I believe should be, there needs to be more avenues to maneuver around, just simply due to the fact of once you hit the middle of the ship, it's just side versus side at that point. Like, you can't circle around and get them, you have to go straight forward through, and then to people who like their kill death ratios, high up there, or people who don't like dying, that's going to be a problem. Now, Ambush is one of those maps where I believe the layout is just awful, but I get what they were trying to go for, but it's just definitely not one of my maps anyway that I would actually put on the list. For what it was, it looks just like it would if you saw it in real life, but it's not something that I particularly would like to play on. And the final one here, I believe, is District. No, it's not the final one. District is, like I said, it's another one of those urban maps, but this one, I would take Ambush and Strike over this one, because it basically became a fight around just that one little center well, or in that little marketplace. And there's just so big of a map to utilize. I believe the layout should have been better, but who knows. Now, Downpour is just one of those maps where I didn't care for it at all. I didn't believe it was really any good. Most people stayed on one side of the map or the other anyway. And basically all they did was lob grenades, or it's just, I don't feel like this map should be included. Alright everybody, that's it for the maps that I believe should be in Modern Warfare Remastered. What maps do you believe should be in Modern Warfare Remastered? Go ahead and let me know in the comments below. If you like the video, go ahead and shoot me with a like. If you want to see more videos, of course, gaming in general, of course, I got superhero gun builds going up. I got my first episode out now. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, as I will be updating content regularly, pretty much daily at this point in time, but that could change. It depends. But anyway, I just wanted to say thank you for watching. Oh, and by the way, the actual gameplay video was by another YouTuber, Yenot11, Y-E-N-O-T 11, and I just wanted to also give him props for that. Okay, so thank y'all for watching, and y'all have a great day. Cyber Ninja, K2 United, Ninja Vanish.